Oh, we're still circling here. What's going on, bro chachos? It is Rudy G Funk, and we are live and rocking and rolling because that's what we like to do. And yeah, we're going to talk about some Browns. I guess it's also an announcement for the weekend. Sunday, we will be facing the Seahawks at the Stumblers Place. So Stumbler and A Dog and F Bomb will all be involved with that. But um, I really do want to talk about the game. First and foremost, one of the things I really, Jesus Christ, Cinco de Mayo, um, was how much these games hurt this year as opposed to other years. And sure, based on my appraisal of what we should be doing this year, certainly. But like I said, it was with Cody Kessler the first year, or Hughes first year, with the Sean Kaiser the first year. I really didn't expect too much in the win column. Ultimately, even last year with Tyrod Taylor, I suspected we would win about 4 or 5 games. I think I said 4. And I still kind of believe that would have been true if Tyrod would have stayed in. But, if he would have stayed in, we probably would have been winning games. And what came to fruition eventually happened. Getting the Bakeman in there, we wound up, winning more games than that. But, this year, they really do hurt because of the amount of talent that we have. And hey, thanks for chiming in, whoever's there. I'm probably glitchy right now. It's, we're hitting prime time here. And it's either glitching or I'm already drunk off my first beer. One of the two. But I titled this one Trust because I watched a great video and I like Engraven Vids. And I don't know if you guys ever watched that. He's a Ravens fan and he does news, games. He previews other games besides Ravens games. And he really does some really good stuff. And really has some great analogies, and I really love his stuff. Mullins, how are you doing, bro? Mullins! Back to Engraven Vids. He really makes some really good vids, and I really like that dude. And he has these great analogies, and I'm going to kind of flip off of his analogy, which was San Francisco really trusts their tight ends and their running backs, and Garoppolo for that matter, to do the right thing often. And the word trust just kind of rang kind of, I don't want to say triggered me, but it did seem like as this game was moving along, that this trust that we may or may not have had before the game started was starting to dwindle. And I felt like some really dark shit during the game, especially looking at the Bakeman. Looking at his face, and I heard a caller called in on 92.3 yesterday or today, and I think he said it correctly. It looked like Bakeman just saw a triple homicide or something. That's how his face looked. And I got to be honest with you, man, it kind of scared me, and not like a boo scared me or, I'm afraid. But I was afraid after that game that secrets. I was really afraid that the moral fabric of the Browns had ripped a little bit. And I feel better about it now just listening to them. They're still chiming in the same way that we got to bounce back. And I know, especially if you're not a Browns fan, you're going to think, it's all horse shit. It's all, set up for the media to sound really good and sound like it's all together, but it's actually all exploding in the background or anything. But I actually believe what's going on after taking a couple of. No, I don't. Um, I don't think the rumors are true, and the handshake thing, which is kind of funny. I heard there were a bunch of different videos and stuff like that, but I just don't. It's not really my thing. Sherman had a good game, man, and we should have played him differently. And I know I started with Engraven Vids and recommending his stuff. And I don't know if you guys had ever watched him, but he's a really cool cat. He's like Team Keep It Clean or something like that. You guys probably heard of him a little bit. I am a little glitchy here. I see my head's not, I know I'm a little fast, but, can't keep up with it. Anyway, QB School has a nice kind of a rundown on what's happening with Baker Mayfield, and he does like Baker Mayfield. I mean, he likes a lot of these quarterbacks, but I know he's a Baker Mayfield fan, and all of his stuff is really unbiased and everything. It's really worth the watch to watch his breakdowns of these newer quarterbacks and older quarterbacks and what they're doing and why they're. James, how are you, brother? Now that's funny. That is funny. That's not sucking up, is it, James? You know what? Just for that, I'm giving you a wrench, brother. What do you think about that? You didn't ask for one. You did not ask for one. You are at it, my friend. Anyway, back to the game and trust. I think that was dwindling throughout the game. I mean, there were so many facets of the game that were really hard to watch. And here's how you doing, Abe? If you didn't watch the game, because Bad Dog came out, Bad Dog came out with a video, and he's already kind of turned on the Bake Man, despite being watching him in college, and he kind of already turned on him that he's kind of garbage now. I mean, I know he still likes him. He's a Sooners fan and stuff like that, but and it seems late. We're five games in, but there are still a lot of facets. Let me put it this way. In that game, San Francisco was doing, and we were trying. I think that's the big difference. There's a huge difference between trying and doing. And not only was San Francisco really having fun, which we have to remember that this is what these guys are supposed to be doing. And I don't mean doing all kinds of trick plays and all that happy horse shit. I'm just saying they're supposed to be having fun doing their job. And San Francisco certainly, if anything, was out there very confident at home, and they were really having fun whooping our ass. And we really handed that game to them. And I'm not trying to take anything away from San Francisco, man, because I thought Garoppolo, despite not having to do much, yeah, I guess so. I guess that is from Karate Kid, isn't it? But I think it's true. I think it rings true. When you've got that kind of confidence, you've done something well so many times, and I still believe the Bake Man is that dude. He's in high school and college. He's done this so well. These big chunk plays, he's the best at it. He was the best coming out of college, even though Mason Rudolph was a better bomb passer, which you're talking like 40, 50, 60 yards. The Bake Man, these 25 to 35 yards. I'm trying to think of what Pro Football Fuck-ass guys consider, the long ball. I think it might be over 20, 25 yards or something like that. So these 20 to 35 yard passes, it's a specialty for Baker. And this kind of brings me back to everything we're hearing in Cleveland. I mean, I've heard everything. Every time we lose, and that was a bad loss, don't get me wrong, that hurts to watch that. But San Francisco played really well. we lost almost every facet of the game except for Nick Chubb and Joe Schobert were like stars that game, which is kind of hilarious. But back on, well, hold on a second. I'm having trouble thinking here. See, I should take notes because I'm a fucking idiot, but I don't. So I start talking about something and then I have to go back to articulate. But one of the criticisms we get all the time is, and you guys may or might not want to hear this now, but the Todd Monken offense and the Freddie Kitchens offense, and it's some kind of hybrid that is going to take us to the promised land. And everybody argues, depending on which game we play, of the 5 games that we played, whose offense was out there and whose offense wasn't. And we kind of have to hear this after every game now, and the fucking media just pounces and pounces and pounces on this. Back to the QB school. His video was really about a lot of this stuff wasn't Baker's fault. Now, if Callaway is on a down route and he separates from Sherman, you can't throw it to Sherman. And that's what he did. He underthrew it. Sherman had an opportunity to get it. It was a bad throw. It was Baker's fault. It was a bad throw. It was underthrown. Callaway had separation. Callaway didn't do anything to try and get it, but it's not Callaway's fault. He fucking overthrew it, So interception right off the bat. And don't let me skip over his beard. So that's Rudy's ponytail. Welcome to the fray, brother. On the first play of the game, obviously, if anybody was watching with us, they ran for an 82-yard touchdown. Now, I heard there was a little bit of holding on Mack Wilson, but those guys hit it enough at least to get out of the way, to not be seen. And this dude went to the promised land, and Randall took a bad cut on him. And he ran right a fucking around him. So almost like tumblers in a lock, we were kind of falling down right off the bat. And then we get on the field and he throws an interception. That just doesn't bode well against a team that seems to be kind of firing on all thrusters, which was San Francisco. The sack fumble, I don't know if you guys remember that play at all, but Bosa comes around the end. Bitonio, who is the left guard, came off of his block and fucking put Nick Bosa into the ground. Therefore, Bakeman rolling out to his right gets hit by another guy, holding the ball in one hand, which is, you got to fucking take care of the ball. You can't run with the fucking ball like that in one hand. If a 300-pound guy hits you while you're holding the ball in one hand, even if you're 300 fucking pounds, you're gonna fucking probably drop the ball. It's ball awareness. It's feeling the guys around you that are running. You need to know the earth. Global warming. You need to know all that shit. So he gets hit, sack, fumbled. How are you, Tom? Welcome to the fray. I'm not going to say that anymore because that really sounds gay. But I might rhyme all the time and give you a chime. No, I'm just kidding. No, fucking do that. That's even gayer. A lot of drop balls too. And I noticed Bad Dog didn't watch the game because he was busy doing the Yankees game or something like that. So back on his video, because he really kind of he kind of tore into the Bakeman, and it's for all the stuff that we like. We like him talking shit. I just watched the conference today, and they were asking about Nick Bosa. When he says something about, I'm sorry that Nick Bosa is still sore about that game 2 years ago, that he lost, or about that loss or something like that. So he's not, the Bakeman's not done. And I am going to come out and say again that I'm confident against the Seahawks, man. I think the volatility is very large. It's very big right now. And we do have the opportunity to beat the Seahawks, despite them playing as well as they have. When we're firing on all thrusters, I really take us against any team in the league. even Kansas City, even the Patriots, you know. So I just kind of wanted to rehash some of these. One of the things back on Todd Monken's offense, which was the old Tampa Gay fucking queers uh, coordinator, is a lot of these vertical passes, a lot of these vertical routes. These guys are running downfield. They're trying to get open 30, 40 yards down. We don't have the line to support that, and that's one of everybody's arguments. But I get the impression that Baker wants to have a lot of these routes because that's what he was good at in college. So I guess a little bit kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. They're sending these guys down there. Baker wants to throw it to them because that's what he does really well, is those 20 to 30-yard passes, these chunk plays. And it's just not coming to fruition yet, you know. You get a play where the line breaks down. The one time, even with the Sherman interception, you know, he does kind of get grabbed on the left side there. So San Francisco just did a good job of kind of hip checking us. You know, you got 10 friends. You ever be walking with your friends and you give them a hip check or something like that, or a nudge? You know, probably 9 out of 10 of them, you know, are probably gonna be like, hey, stop it, you know, but one of them's going to go, you know, like fall down and break their jaw or something like that, you know. It just seems like that's kind of what happened to us, you know. Mr. Jasper. I like that. Mr. Jasper. It's got a nice ring to it. So it kind of seems like adversity is a problem of ours when dealing with this. And we got solid players, and I'm not particularly worried. I think everybody else is. I'm not particularly worried that OBJ gets the ball every series or something like that. I like OBJ, and he's been a pleasure to actually have here. And I'm not really worried about his stats either. If he's used as a decoy in a series, you know, I don't fucking give a shit, man. You know, I don't care if Rashard Higgins gets the ball, you know, and he's returning this week. So that kind of makes me happy too, because I'm a big Rashard Higgins guy, and I've been talking this dude up ever since we drafted him, and everybody kind of thinks he's just kind of average, you know. Thought Browns would be this year's Raiders. Well, that's interesting. That's very. Did you hear that? I went. You ever see that Seinfeld where Elaine's on the fucking plane and she falls into this guy and the guy goes, and she goes right in his fucking fat face. God damn, I need a beer already. I like my pub glass, man. Digging that too. One of the Sexy Six, one of my all-time favorites, and I think I say it for all. I don't know if you guys notice that I say it for all 6 of them, but if there's beer in it, it's one of my favorites. You know, I'm a Killian's guy, but I don't know if that like classifies as other than it being Killian's. You know, I think Coors makes it or something like that. So I'm not really sure. Are you referring to something else, Tom? That's special? Oh, Guinness. I like Guinness lots and lots and lots. How many videos have you watched of mine, Tom? Come on. I like Guinness. I mix Guinness. I like Guinness so much, I'll take other good beers and I'll top it with it. You know, you like your black and golds. I think I did a review or a try. A cream of wheat. You ever had a cream of wheat, Tom? You take a wheat beer and you top that shit with Guinness and it like separates. This is separating. And it's like, you know, light shit on the bottom, dark shit on top, because the Guinness is a little bit loftier than your average beer, but they make really great drinks, man. Really great drinks. And I do like Guinness straight too. Yeah, Guinness is good by itself. Guinness is. I'm just kidding. I didn't die. I know you guys were all on the edge of your seat. Guinness is like a bedrock, I think, of the beer industry in a certain sense, man. To be honest with you, it's been so good for so long, and what a pleasure it is. And this is going to sound stupid, and I've said it in some of my other videos. The way Guinness, after you pour it, recovers is like a phenomenon to watch. And I really do love that. When I pour a Guinness and I just watch it recover and become settled, it's such a pleasure to watch. And then it just makes me want to drink it even more, to be honest with you. And I need another beer, god damn it. I got to be honest with you. I'm going to have a half smoke while I know that shocks and disturbs you. And that's what this channel is for, to shock and disturb you. Q, how you doing, buddy? Oh my God. Oh, White Russian. Is that Bailey's and what the hell is that? Vodka? Bailey, like it. Hey, James, thanks for giving us a drive-by, buddy. Anytime, man. Really appreciate it. What's in the White Russian again? Isn't it Bailey's and milk and vodka? Is that what it is? Were we trying to figure? Was that me and 8? Was 8 Camel Toes that we were trying to remember what the hell's in a White Russian? Because White Russians are good, man. I like the Black Russians too, man. I like the more bitter. Also, where's Rudy's ponytail? He's not here to witness it. Kahlua. That's what. God damn it. Yeah, it's Kahlua. Oh, I'm empty. What the fuck am I thinking? Pardon my language, kids. Oh, did you hear my knee crack? That sucks. Fucking can't even walk to the damn fridge without my butt cracking. It's okay though. I don't mind getting old so much, to be honest with you. Kind of getting like a fine Guinness, Something about recovering. Guinness is old, right? So the Black Russian has no milk, correct? Pam, do I have that? Oh, did you hear that? My other knee popped. God damn Finkelstein shit, son of a bitch. I guess I got lots of gas. The other day I was sawing wood, chainsawing some wood without the stumbler, Because I'm at home. I like to. You guys can, yeah. There's stuff I like to do by myself, so the stumbler doesn't have to fuck around with it. God damn. It's just how nice it is just having a helper or a holder, Saw the wood. They both fall. The chainsaw peters out. Gonna restart the chainsaw, set up the wood again, get another piece cut. They both fall down. Chainsaw peters out. Restart the chainsaw, pick up the wood, set it up so I can cut it again. Oh my God. It's keeping me young. As you could hear in my knees. But anyway, this is not a complaint video. I'm not complaining about the Browns. I'm starting to understand the volatility in their play a little bit. And like I said, this is kind of why I started this channel, because the Browns fans are, they're usually ready to jump off at edge every time we kind of lose. And I'm not like cutting on Browns fans, they care about the Browns and they want them to win, and I do too. But I do want to have some longevity, and I'm not ready to change anything because I've heard everything these last today's Wednesday. These last 2 days, I've heard everything everything from John Dorsey should have taken Saquon Barkley and chose somebody else at 4 or something like that. I'm hearing all that. Despite what Dorsey did in Kansas City, despite what he did here. So things aren't working out so quickly as Kansas City. Lots of differences between the two teams, despite the talent. I think if there was a similarity between the two, it's the talent. Kansas City didn't have a new coach, and I'm not getting Freddie's shit. I think the process needs to unfold. I do believe my good friend Brew, if he was on here tonight, would agree with me that whatever process that they're trying to conform to really needs to unfold, and it might take a little longer. And I'm going to try to be as patient as I can, and not just totally rip these guys to shreds because everybody's ripping Baker to shreds because of his accuracy issues. The play calling, he took Baker out of the game, and if I was to have one grievance, it was taking Baker out of the game. And if you wanted, you could have proved the same point and just let Baker hand job up the middle to Nick Chubb the rest of the fucking game. Down by 20 points or something like that. I mean, there was some kind of weird stick it to him points that I think Freddie was making, that I think if I was to have a grievance against Freddie, it was those. Taking Baker out, punting on 4th and 8, at that point in the game. I'd rather hand it off to Chubb, at 4th and 8 in midfield than punt it, And I could see where somebody would say, argue with me strategically, that's probably not a good idea, seeing as the hammer's been punting. But you're down 20 points. You don't give it to the team that's whooping your ass, basically. Pretty much you're almost doing whatever they want. So that was kind of a cruel punishment. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I gotta click this dumb shit out. God damn it, stupid computer always fucking dumb shit. So, Tom's a Cowboys fan. Oh, James, you're still here. How are you, Eric? I watched your video tonight, buddy. Making some picks tonight? Pardon me. What are the Cowboys? Are they 3-1? Is that their I think they're 3-1, correct? They only lost once, which is good. Pretty solid team there. Oh, do you? Is that you do that every Wednesday? Oh, you did it live this week, didn't you? I thought I noticed that. 3-2. Okay. Oh, we're 2-3. That's right. There's 5 games. Yeah, I was thinking San Francisco's got that bye week already, and it's kind of fucking me all up, James, freedom rules, brother. War. Oh, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. War is bad. War is hell. So what's on your minds tonight, there, guys? Is it football? Should we talk about movies, horror movies? It's October. There's all kinds of cool shit's probably happening. Anybody see the Joker yet? I hear that movie's kick ass, man. I've heard a lot of reputable people. Um, you're not in Pittsburgh? What are you doing not in Pittsburgh? Oh, so you don't live in Pittsburgh, Eric? You live in PA though, don't you, Eric? Boy, I am glitching. What is James talking about? Oh, you live in Boston? Really? I'll be damned. Yeah, I remember you went to the game. I missed some information there. I guess I didn't think too big of a deal of it because I thought you lived in PA. But that's a little bit bigger deal. Living in Boston, that's for sure. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, James. I actually asked you guys that, and James was answering me. Tom, Tom. Oh, Pam, I'm sorry. Jesus. Yeah, that's not good. And hey, you're in our prayers, Pam. I mean that. I hope everybody's well, and I hope everything works out better than bad. Because very bad sounds, very bad. So, story beer. Oh, did anybody fall for that beer in a packet? What was it? April Fool's Day. There was a company out of India that put out this YouTube video, and they made it fucking legit. And they were saying they made a beer concentrate that you could take in a packet and just mix it with water, and you have a legit beer to drink. And I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, show all my friends, look at this. They fucking patented this shit, man. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Here it was a April Fool's prank by this company, which was brilliant, man, because I think it got like, I don't know, 20 million hits or something like that. All us alcoholics got in there like, hey, I'll fucking take a whole fucking pack of it to the game, and I'll just fucking buy water the whole time. So you can see where we would all fall for that. Boy, that'd be great. Good for you, Thomas. Good for you, buddy. Well, I didn't get my piss on, so pardon my language, Pam. I'm gonna go piss real quick. Pardon it twice. Oh, so 8 Camel Toes got flagged again. Did I hear that properly? Yeah, sorry about that, Eric. And I really did want the Steelers to beat the Ravens. To be honest with you, I wanted um, I wanted these conference games to be that much more. Hey, J Dub, how you doing, man? Um, it wasn't just because I'm a Mason Rudolph fan. I thought that kind of added a little bit more pressure on us and the Ravens at the same time. Did I say time? Time, but because I really do want these two games with you guys, to the end. I mean, of course, it'd be great to just like come out and just whoop your guys' asses, but who knows with the volatility in our play? What's going to happen by the end of the year? Because what was it, week 13 and 15 or something? We have you guys. Oh yeah, yes, I did. Yeah, he was. As a matter of fact, I imitated on the last stream talking about it. He was out with that hit. As soon as he got hit in the jaw, man, he was. There's fucking Tweety birds around his head, man. He fell like a fucking Nazi zombie, man. Baltimore University of Michigan still a hardball, still a hairball. Yeah, that sucks, man. And I saw something on YouTube too where the doctor was saying something like, man, it's the way he was walking afterwards was troubling. That he didn't recover, and I think that's kind of a sign with the whole bang your head shit, the concussion thing. That when you're how quickly you recover is a good thing. The quicker you recover from that. And it did seem like he was. I could see that he's talking to the guys, but he did seem a little like kind of fucking cuckoo for a while. Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. You think so, Tom? I don't know. I'm because we're with the concussion, hashtag concussion or whatever started that whole thing. Not only be real careful about that shit, but I think they might have had to walk him to kind of get a feel. I mean, he was walking slow, and I don't know if they were holding him up. I don't remember him having to be. I know they were holding on to him, but he looks like he was just kind of walking, taking it easy. But he's a big boy, man. He he's not like a little dude, and it was a good. And you guys watch boxing, man? So it's those are the ones that get you, the unexpected. I don't think he was expecting to be hit in the chin right at that moment. He just released a pretty good pass to Washington. It was actually a really good play, and I don't think he thought that helmet was coming towards his jaw. And if you watch boxing, those are the ones that knock guys out. I mean, it's the one you don't see that really whoops your ass. Obviously, it's not boxing; it is football, but it's still, a 200-pound guy kind of spearing you right in the face. You might be right, Tom. You might be right. They could have judged it and been like, you're not really walking too good, man. Why don't you? I think sometimes it's optics too. Once the dude kind of got up and started walking. Moderator Mike, how are you, buddy? It is the button that turns lights out. My fucking dog's squeaking over there. The old hag. But with the whole concussion thing, I gotta kind of flip that on its head. Boxers get punched like 100 times around, man. You know what I mean? They get punched in the face, in the head. So, what's the concussion protocol on boxing? I mean, how can you even box if every time you get hit in the head, you have to gingerly step? Um, I mean, how do you do that? How do you gauge that? How do you have boxing and then you have football? Now, granted, I get the physics of it. Right. And you're right, Mike. There's no doubt this has been happening for like, what was this? What is this, 2010 or something? I don't even know what fucking year it is. But, like for like 30 years, I don't know. I don't know. It's only 10:20, so there's a little time, Tom. You're welcome to stop by, It's nice to see you, buddy. You got a pinch of loaf or something? Or oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Tom. Yeah, just check back with us if we're still on, buddy. Panthers play in London. Thanks, Pam. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. That's pretty true. Pretty true. I think that's going to be a pretty good game, actually, man. And that's what 9 o'clock in the morning that comes on or something. God, that's worth watching. Get up, make some eggs and bacon and some sausage, cup of coffee. Get done eating by like quarter till. Well, they should be. I'd like to think that's prime time, right? Is it 9:30? That's not a bad watch right there. Excuse me, I gotta help my old. Spirit today. You gotta go outside and be the fat turtle. All right, hey, come on. You wanna go outside, Tugsy? Yeah, give me a second. I gotta let the old lady out here. Not my old lady, but my other old lady. Nothing against old ladies. I guess I might as well smoke while she's messing around here. Excuse me a second, guys. Let me. That's my little Miller drinking water there. I don't know if you probably hear that. There's that me drinking beer. I'll do a ventriloquist. I'm going to imitate Millie drinking water and talk at the same time. You know if it's Millie drinking. Just kidding. She's really very thirsty. Come on, Millie, my water bill, man. You have to drink a whole gallon? Jesus. Come on, Mo. This way, turtle. There's one kibble in her dog bowl, and she just had to have that. Poor Millie, she's getting old, man. She's starting to hit that point, She's on she's on watch, man. Sorry to say. Such a sweetheart, too. Oh, no. You're just a little sweetheart. Kind of a loud start, though, but. It's a basset hound, though. They're always kind of letting you know how they feel. Right, Mo? Slow down there, Miller. Take it easy. Thanks for peeing on the porch. Appreciate that. When I'm your age, can I go piss on the porch? Oh, that's good beer. Sometimes those Yinglings, man, they just hit the spot, man. This is one of those nights, man. It's just kind of hitting the spot. Rocking smooth here, you know. I gotta split some wood for the Stumbler. Stumbler's been aching for some wood, and it's not sexual harassment. It is actual wood that he desires. It gets October, it starts getting cool. He starts having fires outside, and he's been kind of nagging me to get him some split wood, and he deserves it. One more second. I might have to get the move back on the house there too. Manually. Nothing's automatic anymore. Oh, I got you. Oh, you're such a big girl. There you go. Let's move that pillow for you. We're getting all crazy. Yeah, weird. Where the hell's T-Luck been, you guys? I haven't seen him around much. Is he doing okay? Missing in action? Really? Yeah, the cat's doing well. He's old too, man. They were all the same age. We got them all in the same year. It might be. It might be. Some of those dogs, man. You get like two of them. They just live like motherfuckers, man. They have each other, so they kind of don't need. I mean, besides you feeding them, they expect you to take care of them, but it's not like that. But you get a couple of dogs, man. There's some. You just kind of add some longevity to their lives just because we're working. Dogs are at home. They got each other. It's not like they're lonely or anything. No, they're probably both, but Newfies live a long time. Pugs, yeah, I hear a lot of trouble with pugs. Although I think my brother's pug, which was wait a minute, it was a mix. I think it was a bug or something. I can't remember what he nicknamed it. Great dog though. She lived quite a long time. Now, is there something with females and males? Do females live longer than just like humans? Do females live longer than men? I'm hearing shit. I'm hearing weird shit. It's just me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go to bed. So pugs were crossbred. That's why. Well, in a certain sense, basset hounds were too. They're like Hound and Bulldog, I think, like a hybrid of those two, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't, because they got the Bulldog front, you know. Buds look like him. Oh, Eminem, you're getting in trouble, buddy. That's quote of the week right there. The women do because they take our wills to live. Oh, you got me on that one, dude. That's hot dogs are in bread. Well, yeah, you're right up there with Eminem there, man. Hot dogs are in bread, aren't they? Do you guys like hot dogs, or are you? Because I know there's non hot dog people, and there's wait a minute. I guess what else is there, right? It seems like there's hot dog haters and there's hot dog lovers. You know? Ooh, that's a good question, Chad. Where the hell have you been? Ooh, grilled hot dogs. What kind of hot dogs? Are you talking like stadium dogs or no, not like what's the Sugardale or anything? Pam says you can't handle it, huh? Which is probably the proper response, you know. Oh, some hot dogs, man. I like those Hebrew Internationals, man. They're pretty fucking good, man. They say impossible meat is human meat. Yeah, the beef franks are definitely where it's at. That's for sure. But man, we used to have a great we had a BJ's by us, and they would sell these hot dogs, and they had like a hot dog stand, like when you would walk out. Man, they had really fucking great dogs. And I didn't have like a BJ's card. I don't know if you guys got BJ's by you or how widespread that is or whatever. But I loved going there and just fucking, dropping a couple of bucks on a big fucking fat. It was one of those, they put it in the still and it rolls and it roasts, and as long as there weren't like bugs and flies on them, they were like really good. Ooh, chili mac and cheese dog the other day. Wow. Oh, gee. Oh, sorry, Mike. I just wasn't ready for that one. Maybe you're right though. Um, what about stew? Stew's like a bunch of shit in it. A bunch of. Oh, Dad. Jesus Christ. Oh, do they have? They have a cool stand there. Yeah, gumbo, some of the best, bread dipping hustle wieners, man. Oh, wait a minute. Q you whore. Hot dogs are good. But I tell you what, be honest with you, you fucking toast me a bun, put a fucking hot dog in it, a Sugardale, you name it. Give me some fucking cheap ass Aldi's or something like that. You fucking you toast that bun and you just made one of the best hot dogs you're gonna afraid. I seen these late because Q-Mark fucking chimed in. I was seeing it. There's got to be a delay. God damn stupid internet. God damn government fucking up my internet. I'm not talking about Jimmy Kimmel either. Ugh. Now, Oscar Mayer, is that a bird or what is that? Oh, the summer sausage. Yes. Yes, Mike. You lay on a little layer of butter and you toast both sides. I actually like to fucking do it on the grill. Me and the old late, well, I don't want to get her involved. We, if we're cooking steaks, if we're cooking chicken, whatever we're cooking on the grill, we'll take a fucking pack of hot dogs afterwards and throw those on there. And we usually like to get the, we call them toasty buns, but they're kind of like a little loaf. You know, you can see the slits in them, and there's, you know, they always fucking do everything odd so that you got to buy like 3 packs of them instead of 1 or something, you know, to match the 8 units in a fucking hot dog pack. However, it kind of comes in like a little loaf, you know, it looks almost like breadsticks or something. They're kind of cut up. I got those where you butter them and you toast each side, and if you grill them, oh my God. You eat boudin, Rudy? I don't know what boudin is. Or do I? Yeah, be safe, Eric. Well, until next time, buddy. Try and chime in on your stuff, man. If you guys haven't checked Eric's stuff out, you know, check Eric out. He's got good stuff too. Ooh, you know what, Pam? You are right. You know, roasting wieners. Oh, it's a Creole thing. No shit. Is there a spice involved? Perhaps Cajun? Boudin, Bowden, Boyden. Oh. Do you go ho ho on my wee wee? Get out of here. Get out of my fridge.
Wow. I'm thirsty.
Spices rice meat. Rice meat. Is that? Oh, boudin. Sorry about that, eh? Is that spelled correctly? I tricked 8 camel toes into spelling incorrectly. That's what I have to do. Just mispronounce everything. Burn it and enjoy it. I'm not really big on the burnt wieners. I don't know if it's a guy thing. I think women generally like burnt wieners, and I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just kind of scary, you know? Halloweeny. Spices, rice, and meat. I see. So is the rice like put into some kind of paste and it's like rice paste or something, or like a corn dog or something? Or boo. It's the little things. Little things like boo. I don't know why. I think it's so funny to see that. Oh, it's in a casing. And you know what casings are, right? So it's in an intestine. It is. It is. It's made into a ball sometimes. See, now you guys are scaring me. We're just talking about burnt wieners, and now we're making more balls for men to eat. I'm just kidding. I'm not homophobic, but just act like I do. How do you know, Chad? No, I'm just kidding. It does actually sound good. If it's spicy, And it is rice and meat, you know. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me, you know, like rice and meat and spice. I couldn't think of any fucking dish. Beef stroganoff, right? Everybody loves beef stroganoff. Yeah, I did play it down a little bit there, Chad. You're right. You're right. Okay, see, now that's it. I'm sold. I'm sold, Mike. It's really good with beer. But it's on a stick. Yeah, I'll take 2 rice balls and a burnt wiener. I draw the line with balls. Oh, is it ugly? Oh man, moderator Mike and 8 are like taking over for Scottzilla tonight, man. That's for sure. I think Scottzilla went to bed. What the? Oh no, Scottzilla's on that where he does the trivia thing where you try to guess the. It's actually kind of a cool little ditty he's got going on there. No stick, it's like a sausage. Mmm. Oh, see, I'm a patty guy, you know. The links are good, but they're still scary. You know, still scared of links. Show us your tits, dude. What the fuck? Oh. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. That's a pretty good question, Pam. Remember when I told you guys about pain and how we all need a little bit of pain in our lives, you know, to make us better people, you know? I think that might answer your question. I don't know. A 2020 break? Wait a minute. Is that some kind of code, James? Watch it. Q. Rudy has some guns on him. Right. It is. Gravity is our friend. Gravity is a friend. 24. Sorry, James. I'm just not that clever. Ooh, now that it's yes, that is true. Oh, okay. I see. I see, James. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Rock on, brother. Oh, shame on me. I don't, you know, say that if I would twit or Snapface or Instagay or any of that stuff, I'd probably know all this stuff and all these little things you guys got. But I don't, and I'm sorry. I apologize. Yep, I got you. I had an argument, not an argument, a debate about 420. Should we get down to the bottom of this tonight? What 420 started, how that came to fruition? All you guys know, right? Moderator Mike does not like his swing in the breeze. He likes support. That is true. That is true. Oh, that's awesome. It's Hitler's birthday. Okay, now that's what I was talking about, Michael. It is the police code. That's right. You're going to Colorado to see Steel 58. Steel don't smoke, does he? Does he smoke? Does he do anything? Something tells me Steel 58 might be straight. What's it? That's not the right word. Clean? I think Steele's clean. You know, good for him. I don't think he does anything. Does he drink beer or smoke or anything? Is that true, A? Yeah, I thought so. He seems pretty on the up and up, and he tries to leave a pretty straight life, man. Good for him. You know, I always salute those dudes, man. I really do. You know, growing up the way we did, um, and he seems around our age. You know, good for fucking him, man. Wait a minute, good for fucking him. That doesn't sound as good as I wanted it to. But would I be out of line to ask a question about that name? Okay, I see. I'd be out of line to ask a question about what name? Or is that what you're not wanting to say? Or are you setting me up, Moderator Mike? Hitler, where you go? No, no, he wouldn't be out of line. No cap at all. Uh, all right. I got to pee already. I'm not drinking too fast. I'm trying to take it slow tonight, you know. Okay, what I'm about to tell you is going to shock and disturb you, but I'm going to have a cigarette. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Freedom Channel 6000. It's actually a pretty nice evening tonight. Pretty nice day, man. How was it for you guys? Pretty nice fall day here in Ohio. Got a little bit warm in the afternoon, cooled down at night. Millie peed on my porch. Kind of weird though. I haven't seen the Toads in a while, man. I hope they're okay. I hope I didn't run them over with the old lawnmower there, man. They'll be back next year. Or their offspring will be. Funny little critters they are. It's hilarious about the toads when they're hunting. It's kind of like a quarterback, like the mechanics of a quarterback. They always turn and face their prey, you know? They're not jumping up, flinging their tongue out and catch them in the air or anything. Like they face their prey, sit still, they're patient, and just fucking grab them, you know? It's pretty fucking cool. But I can still step on them. I mean, they're not that significant, so. I don't need a quarterback stance to step on them. I'm just kidding. It's terrible. What a coincidence. I need another beer already, too. I did that on purpose. Or did I? See, there is a God. There is a God, because I hit a piss smoke in a beer right in the sink here. Because he's watching us. Or she is. Oh, shit. Shit, I got a head rush. Oh, there you go. Going down nice and smooth tonight, man. I must say. Oh, my arse. Brody be slamming. Ever heard of Frog? Is it a band? Yeah, he's got to keep an eye on me. Oh, that's hilarious. Pretty good looking beer, huh? For a domestic, looks good in the pub, that's for sure. Wow. I need to start another stream. You know, on my phone over here, you know. Rudy B. Junk. Oh. Oh, hey, cool. Listen to this. News on the horizon. Trans kids allowed surgery without parent consent. All right. Free, you know. I actually have friends on both sides of the line. What did I miss? What line? Assholes ran up in my aunt's house the other day. Ooh. I should be more efficient. Is that what you're saying? In my drinking? What did I miss here? What did I miss from Q? Never heard of Frog. Oh. The thin blue one. See, Oh, yeah. You know what? Ignorance works sometimes, man. It really does. Yeah. Parents betray us. Is that Spanish, Jane? Oh, oh. Ooh. Pam's always got the best emojis, man. She's the best emoji doer ever. Ooh, Latin. Are you Val Kilmer? Yeah, I agree. I would like to think that besides Steel 58, we all kind of we step out of bounds every once in a while, man. I get that. A lot of good people step out of bounds every once in a while. I believe that. Ooh, James. And never drop my beer. Wow. I had a very similar story at work, because I'm a big coffee drinker. Not big, but I drink a lot of coffee. And I slipped and fell at work, and I held my coffee cup up. I'm just like, yeah, I saved my fucking coffee. I fucked my back up, and it was worth the effort or non-effort. Or the trick is to just turn into a big puddle of goo when you fall. Just go boing. No, I'm just kidding. It's not how you fall. Sounds really stupid. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like that either, James. I don't want to say I don't like the government, man. I just don't. Ooh, on an assailant or just peeing. I can't say I ever peed out of a second story window, and I like window, you know. Oh yeah, I need another beer. Need some of that webbing, the lacing. Eight. Wasn't there a movie? There was a movie, and it was an older flick, and the one dude was American, and the other dude was like Japanese or something, and it was during the war, and they wound up getting capsized on this island. And stop me if you guys have seen this movie. Who? Nah, not James Caan. It was an older actor, and he was on this island with this Japanese dude, and they were kind of going back and forth, but kind of messing with each other. But I'm pretty sure the American dude was on a cliff and saw the Japanese dude on the beach, and he peed on him, if I'm not mistaken. And I just remember that part because some of these old movies, man, you watch them as your kids, you don't get them. You don't know what the hell is going on. You just kind of watch them. But I just remember thinking how funny it was seeing somebody pee on somebody. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Get old Pam. Damn, what the hell is that movie? Stumbler used to, we'd always talk about that movie. And I only remembered that part, but it was pretty, because at the end, they wind up getting along and helping each other out and shit like that. It's kind of a pretty cool flick. And I should know it, but I'm too fucking stupid because I like so many other movies. Movies. Pam, what are you doing? Pam, you're not a bag lady or something, are you? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, stunt double. I need Burt Reynolds. Oh, it was a dare. Yeah, I know. I know. I know she's a rebel, man. Chad. Oh, don't throw a softball at us, Chad. Come on, dude. Everybody does, right? Oh, that's funny. Jesus Christ. Ooh, that is good. Oh, when I hear Pete in the bottle, I remember doing something when we were kids, and I can't remember the certain situation, but I remember peeing in a bottle and one of my friends pouring over somebody's head, and the dude thought it was a beer or something like that, and it was actually pee. And I can't remember the actual situation, you know. Oh, that's right. Moderator Mike is a truck driver. That's awesome. Thank you for bringing all my shit to me, Moderator Mike. Have I championed you before? I had to have, right? As a driver. Man in a bottle. I was never a big bottle drinker, though, and I don't mean beer. I mean, you know, your big liquors or anything like that. I never liked the quick fix, man. Pam, you be safe, okay? You know you are loved here with a capital L, and you are always welcome. So be safe, Pam. God bless you. Oh, yeah, man in a bottle. Your next big hit. Oh, that's awesome. Is Pam ever going to make any videos? You guys got Tom to make videos, man. Why don't you get Pam to make some videos? She seems savvy, techno savvy, you know? You like shots, James? You big shot guy? Oops, I messed my hair up. Is that a quote from a movie that I missed? Is that from a movie that I had missed? What is that, James? Oh, Pam, what are you doing here? I thought you left. How are we going to talk behind your back if you're still here? Oh, beer. Okay. Yeah, I'm a beer guy too. .42s? No, I'm just 42 is. You guys remember Tom and Jerry when Tom actually would speak? You know, because he never spoke, but he would sing, and he'd sing that "Is you is oh is you ain't my baby." You guys remember that one where he's playing the bass and he's singing to that hot cat? You know, good old Tom and Jerry, man. That was some great fucking cartoonage, man. Great cartoonage. Love Tom and Jerry. I think I would come home every fucking day. I think the first fucking hour I think it was like Woody Woodpecker, and then Tom and Jerry came afterwards. I can't remember. It was like from 3 to 4 or something. 9 viewers, 7 likes. Now, I'm no science-matician. Underrated for sure, James. Underrated for sure. Yeah, Saturday morning was oh my God, I just love that. I loved sitting with my family, getting up, eating breakfast, and watching fucking cartoons for, I don't know, 3. Actually, when we had the opportunity, we would get up, watch cartoons up until we had a show called Superhost, and he would play Three Stooges before a movie that he would play at like 1 o'clock or something like that. And we would all be kind of in and out, but watching this. Oh God, I just so fucking miss that, man. It would be some kind of B movie, like Ants Cripple the World or something. It would be something. Oh God, I miss that so much. It was so raw. It was so then. I don't know how else to say that. And shame on the kids. They just don't. The kids got everything now, and it's like I think Einstein said this, and I think I said this in some of my other videos. It's like if you want to show somebody nothing, show them everything. And I think that just kind of happens to kids nowadays. They just got everything. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's more out there we're not done discovering and all that happy horse shit. But everything you want is at your fingertips, and it's kind of weird. Oh, right. Mystery Science Theater. Yeah, those guys were pretty fucking cool, man. They were pretty cool. So now in Cleveland here, we had these like anchors. Superhost was one, Big Chuck and Little John, Ghoulardi. You guys probably heard of Ghoulardi. And they would show these programs, and they would mess with it and put in sound effects, and it was just very entertaining. It was subtle, but it was very entertaining, and it was really great growing up in the Cleveland area, and I mean that. And this isn't like where you didn't grow up wasn't as good. I'm just saying, being a kid, growing up how we did was really fucking cool, man. And it's like, I think that is why I say the things I do. Like, I don't mind growing old. Like I don't know. Life has been good. There's Scottzilla. American Warriors Challenge. Awesome writing back then. What's MST 3000? Yeah, I'm a little behind, guys, and I'm sorry. I mean, I'm pretty quick reader, but I'm just dumb or something. Or am I? I don't know. Or Rudy be drunk. Oh, 8. I'm gonna love that for like a long time, dude. Rudy be drunk. I fucking love that. It's fucking awesome. Scottzilla, you were on the trivia channel, weren't you? How's he doing? I do like that channel, and I chime in every once in a while. I didn't get the Skype hooked up because because of the whole Skype thing. They ask for like an email. I put my email in, and it says it's wrong, and I'm just like, God damn it, I just don't feel like fucking dealing with this, Yeah, Q, you're probably right. Things are weird. Things are weird, man. I mean, SpongeBob is about as gay as I like to go. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to cartoons. Yeah, I like Bobby Woodruff. Scott, and I'm glad you turned me on to. Did I just say that? I'm glad you turned me on to him. It's pretty fun, and he seems like a good dude, you know. Yeah, it's a lot of nerf. No doubt, Mike. It's a lot of nerf. You know, and I do sympathize with today's kids, man. It's just weird. It's just totally fucking different, man. At least Mosh apologized. All Kivo needed to do, Sony or Sonny or Sonanini. Why? I don't know how to read that. I told you I'm not CIA or Robert De Niro. I'm just kidding, Scott. Oh my God. Pam. Yeah, Q, you're right. I mean this when I say this. We were about to have kids, and we saw SpongeBob, promos and stuff like that. I'm like, we should watch this fucking cartoon. I know it's a cartoon, but we should watch it. And before, I think it was before or as they were born, my wife and I would sit there and watch it. We'd fucking laugh our asses off, Sony jumped the dick. Oh shit. Yeah, SpongeBob was a pretty good show, man. They had a pretty good run. It starts, eventually you start putting Patrick and making him a transvestite and all kinds of shit like that. And it's kind of, all right, I see what you're doing. You're throwing you're throwing mud at the wall and seeing what sticks, at that point. But are your leads Canooty? I keep as quiet as I can for as long as I fucking can. And here comes moderator Mike. Try shaving balls. Oh God. That's true, Mike. That's different. It's like trying to shave a walnut or something like that. There's intricacies and crevices, and you got to really be careful. And I've never done it. I would never do that. I'm never going to shave my balls. I'm sorry. I just. It's not a homophobic thing. I'm never going to fucking shave my balls, man. I'm just not going to fucking do it. I'm not going to. I don't care how much fucking peer pressure or woman pressure or government pressure, I ain't fucking doing that, man. There's certain things I'm just not going to do. And especially at fucking 48 years old. Hey, let me try this. Well, my hand-eye coordination, I'm an alcoholic, for God's sakes. Steady. Whoop. I don't want to call off of work because of my fucking balls are bleeding. Yeah, this is Rudy G Funk. Personal problems. Yeah, I'm having personal problems. Yeah, the family, they're all fucked up, I fucking shaved my nuts and I can't come into fucking work today. I'm not like one of those lying guys. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those natural liars, Oh, for God's sakes, and I'm not like Scottzilla. Scottzilla is a fucking gem, and I mean that. There is a tempering of my thought to voice to execution. I temper. Temper is the better word. I temper everything that I'm gonna say, and there's a split second. Okay, you shouldn't say that, and that I do have that. Scottzilla does not have that. Scottzilla is a gem, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. What a pleasure it has been to really kind of get to know this dude, man. See, that's what I mean. I only shave my pubes to make my cock look bigger, and it didn't work, and that's okay. And it's not that 8 Camel doesn't speak the truth. That's not what I mean. 8 Camel Toes. 8 Camel Toes has a very special place in my heart. Scott's different. Scott will like run 4-wheelers over you, man. You know, and he kind of doesn't know it, and that's not a dumb thing, and that's not what I'm saying. But you'll say something, and he'll run a 4-wheeler over you and go be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Oops. You know, and that's what I love about fucking Scottzilla, man. He really will do that to you. I don't know about the 4-wheeler thing, but I mean verbally anyway. But I don't know. I think Scott's kind of pure at heart in a certain sense, and I just really respect Scott that way, I guess. I don't know. My cult leader. What was that? You guys remember the Flintstones? Wasn't it the Flintstones? The alien? Bring me to Oh, 8's great, and he's straight, and that is my fate to be part of his talent fate. No, I couldn't think of anything else. Okay. And I even had that second before I said something, and I still said Talifate. Let me stop. We got cookies. And that's I don't say that diminishing anybody else either. I don't know. It's not that I'm not a hipster or anything like that, and I feel I need to deviate from what everybody else is doing just because they're doing it. It's been a pleasure knowing Scott. It's been a pleasure knowing all you guys, but you know, Scott's just different, man. I don't know how else to say it. He's just different. Will you marry me, Scott? No, I'm just kidding. So said the shepherd. We need to go see Scott, man. You know, Scott, have you ever slept out in the desert, man? And I know you're out in the desert. I'm talking like build a fire, sleeping by the tumbleweed, sleeping outside. Have you done that yet by your place? I'm curious. Good old Porky's, man. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love fucking Porky's. We ran over that before, didn't we? On a different street. Hells yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's his Indian name, right? 5 dogs fucking. Oh no, I don't even know what you're talking about, Scott. Welcome back, buddy. Very interesting. I am very interested in that area. I think is really unique. Where Scotty's habitat. I mean, not just the animals. Obviously the animals are fucking cool, you know. But yeah, that's what I said, Scott. You ever sleep outside your place and build a fire or anything like that, you know? Oh shit! Hell yeah! I've never done pe. I don't want to do peyote, man. I don't. I've done you know, all the shit that I did. I just, and I say kid because you know, I don't know. I was probably a kid up until I was like fucking 20 or something like that. You know, it used to be you were a fucking adult when you were like fucking 16. You know, you're running ranches and you're doing all kinds of fucking cool shit. You had responsibilities. No, we partied and we got in trouble and we got dumber, you know, before we got smarter. It was kind of, you know, that whole thing. And I love my childhood. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's just kind of how way it was, man. You know, that's what we did. Yeah, the dogs get the house. Moderator Mike. God damn it, you're getting to be my favorite there, pal. Right, and them sheep, they come at you, you know, like, you know, wanting their fucking food, you know. What are you gonna do, right? Oh shit, I gotta piss. I love saying that. Shit, I gotta piss. I don't know why, but I love saying that. Why does my voice sound like I'm about to narrate a fine story to you folks? I don't understand it. Oh god, that sucks. And you know, because we're all very value smokers, I'll smoke that fucking thing. It'll taste like shit, but I'll fucking smoke it. Oh, and you got that onesie, don't you? Is that what it is? uh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh my god, so there it is. I call it a onesie because I call everything that is associated with one a onesie. You have this, don't you, Scottzilla? Right? You crank it, you put your tobacco in there, you close it up, and you crank the son bitch, right? That's what you got, ain't it? And that's how you roll your smokes? Hello, Scottzilla. Right. I bought this as like a emergency roller, you know. I roll that, I use that machine, you know, and it's not the best one, you know. Dashy. I did exacerbate that situation over there. Yeah, I was hitting my feet pretty hard. But yeah, this works all right, man. I haven't used it since my machine went down, but it does work. It works really, really well. And if you guys smoke and you don't roll your own, man, you can save like I don't know, $200 or $300 a month if you just roll your own. And I mean that. If you guys smoke and you don't roll your own, you really got to check into stuff like this because it's worth the purchase, man. And just having this little onesie, um, Man, this is cheap. I think I paid $2 for this, man. I think I paid $2 for this, and this will roll a fucking cigarette for me. It's not bad either. Not bad. But anyway, I caught one of Scott's videos, and oh, you smoke 2 packs a day, and you buy them outright, Mike? Mm. Well, it's not that bad. 8. It's not that bad. It's yeah, but that's Cigaretteville, man. You live in Cigaretteville and they're $4.50. Wow. Pam, you get good at it. You really do. You get good at it. It takes good. I don't know what the fuck. I'm talking like I'm from fucking Jersey or something. Yeah, you get better at it. It does take a little bit of. Right, right. That's what I thought. 450? God damn. Ah, Chad. Jesus, man. Dude, I'm rolling my own, man. Me personally, let's see, I pay like $13 for a bag of tobacco. I pay like $2.50 for a box of tubes. So let's say a bag rolls me 2.5 cartons. Okay, so $13 plus. Okay, let's say $4 to $5, $4 to $6. So 6 plus 13 is 19. So I pay $19 for 2.5 cartons of cigarettes. Ooh, your boss gives you tobacco and vodka? Oh, actually, Mike, I use an off-brand. I got a place down the road here. It's like a smokes place, and they have their own brand, and it's a little bit cheaper. Now you can find a little bit cheaper than what I pay, but I really wound up finding like a medium mild that they produce that I like better than the other stuff that's cheaper. So yeah, I mean, you really hold on. I'm gonna do a trilogy of terror here. I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna get into a beer. Because look, all I got is fucking lacing, for God's sakes. And then I'm gonna smoke, and I'm gonna come back, and I'll show you a roll here, and I'll show you everything. I'll show you everything, and I'll do it real quick or real slow or real fast, whatever you guys want. And you'll see me roll and how I roll and how I roll when I'm not rolling. That was a joke. Piss first. That was a joke too. Okay, piss. I'm gonna grab a beer. Project 2. Project 2 is to get a beer. And I will do that immediately. Beer. It sounds like there's a lot of beer cans in there, but there really isn't. I'm just kidding, but I am going to smoke because that's what I do best. Oh, and there goes that left knee again, cracking. Shame on me for being old. You know what though? I appreciate smoking because I like the low end of my voice when I talk. Didn't Bob Dylan, didn't his voice get higher after he quit smoking? And I kind of like appreciate, I like that. I like being able to sound like Nick Nolte, you know. Maybe we should go see Billy Bear. You know, I like that gruff in my voice, you know. I dig it. It's me. Or is it not me? Is it the cigarettes or is it me? You know, some people can't hit low notes, you know? Some people got a certain range, and it's just kind of nice to be able to hit those low notes, you know, when you're singing. Not that I sing all the time or anything like that, but, you know, if I want to sing some, not Bob Dylan, but Johnny Cash, you know. I was going to sing some Rusty Cage, which is actually, you know, Soundgarden, but Johnny Cash did a pretty cool version of it, you know. I can sing that because I smoke. So I think the gods gave me a good vice. That's a joke. Or is it? Or is it drinking? Maybe drinking's giving me my rasp, my narrator voice, maybe I don't have anything. Maybe I'm just kidding myself. My dog sleeps like a motherfucker, though, I'll tell you that much. Smoking or not. Maybe my smoking makes my dog sleep. And that's the gift to smoking. But I will show you, Chad, if you're interested. I'll get the whole machine out. Try to get a better temper on the video camera there on the computer, and show you the brand and the tubes and how you might roll your own cigarettes. I've been kind of digging that, you know, litmus. I don't necessarily trying to be funny, just kind of weird, you know, just kind of stop talking and what the fuck, let the cricket, whatever the fuck they do. I won't do it anymore. I did it twice. You do it 3 times, you're done. Supply and demand. It's garbage after that. Ah, the beer's good though. Okay, here we go. We'll do a little test run. We'll do a little test run for the smokers. And kids, don't smoke. You know, smoking's bad, man. Don't smoke. bad for you. It'll kill you. It'll kill other people. It causes global warming. Makes Al Gore mad. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that at all. Look. So a compilation of all my tools. There we go. I don't know. Okay, first and foremost, this is the tobacco that I buy. Warning. Warning, there's Chinese, like, oh, it's backwards to me, so I don't fucking know what that says. It says warning, it'll kill you or something, right? Okay, that's my bag. It's usually full. It's not because I'm smoking, Okay, so here's the bag. Blam. These are the tubes. Gambler. It is $1.99. Love that special offer. And these are what they look like. Can you guys see? They're little tubes. Look, there's cigarettes that don't have cigarette in them. Oh, you haven't heard that, Pam? Okay. When they were trying to kill all the smokers, they blamed them for global warming. True story. True story. I even think that cigarettes probably have something to do with global warming. But anyway, so this is the machine. Oh, that's the ass. You don't want to see the ass. It's not like a fine-looking woman or anything, It's like a guy's ass. Okay, this is Ed Norton's ass. I don't know if you guys can see that good. Can you guys see that good? It's a Top-O-Matic. Shit on it. Look, I fucking crank shit. And guys like cranking shit. They like machinery, right? Work at a tool and die shop or something like that. Nathaniel, how are you, brother? Okay, so here's what we do. We turn it towards us. That was the wrong way. I just wanted to show you guys. So you're basically going to put the tobacco in this little thingy here. I only got one nail. And you're going to crank the hole. Watch the left end over here. You see that? Okay, here we go. Let's roll a cigarette. So first or second, you can take the tube, which is empty. See? Empty tube. You slip it on our little metal wiener there that's hanging off there. See it sticking off there? If I don't have any tobacco, guess what happens? That's right. Absolutely nothing. So what we do, the first or second thing you do, take a big old whiff of that tobacco. I mean, guess what it smells like? That's right, tobacco. Okay, you guys see pretty good there? So I threw it on my little board here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack the hoe in there. Not the hoe, but a little bit more. And for you first timers, what you want to do is you want to pack these two ends in right here. You see where I'm tucking? See these two ends? You want to pack that in. You kind of want to leave this loose because as you push this in, it's going to pack it in there right for you. Okay? So we're going to take our little knob here. There we go. Pack the hole. And I always do that after every cigarette, which is very time consuming, but that's a pretty fine rolled cigarette. If I grab the staff, which I really enjoy, it's a pretty nice rolled cigarette there. So that's how quick it was, So what I do, and I'm not going to do this right in front of all you guys, but I'll take a beard of tobacco, throw it on there, blam, pack it in there. I'm watching Netflix or something like that because I got a goddamn television. We're not the Flintstones here. So there's 2 cigarettes. And I'll do that. Pack it in there, and you see some hairs hanging off there. When you light it, you're going to get a hair or 2 that are sticking out of there. But there's 2 fine looking cigarettes right there, and I did that in about, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. I don't know. So there you go, Chad. And this is their brand, of I'm gonna show my face now because I'm getting jealous of the machine and the beard, because I can't grow a beard, easy peasy, touch and squeezy. All right. So what I do is I unload that hoe when I'm done, after I'm done getting our fix, put the hoe back, and we love our hose. Nappy hair hose. And then I grab this beard, throw it back in there. That's what we do. I always back into my blinds because I'm a fucking idiot. And no matter what shit I ate that's sitting on the table gets pulled right in there with the tobacco, because we're men and we don't fucking care if it's eggs, if it's cyanide. I pack it right the fuck in there, dude. And that's it. That's how you roll a cigarette and those are like $40, man. That little machine that I had there, they're like $40, which is really affordable. I mean, it is $40, and $40 is $40. But we're rolling some pretty good cigarettes here, man. You see the hair sticking off there? That's why I give it the little tap, because you really want to bottleneck it. Put your finger on there. Okay, blam. I got to smoke. Blam. There's my next smoke, and then you put it in your pack. And there's a little pack at these stores. There's all kinds of packs you can buy to, make yourself feel better. But I usually buy the blank ones that don't have anything on it because, nothing special. But these do work. I should try this. I haven't tried this since Ronald Reagan was president. No, I'm just kidding. That's an airplane joke. I haven't felt this way since Ronald Reagan was president. James, how you doing, brother? Doing all right? Marlboro, they sweep this shit off the floor. Let me put this shit back because I'm a shitbag. I can't have it sitting here right in my face and not be put away. I'm one of them clowns. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Or I can't not do it. That's the problem. Ooh, easy cheese. One of my downfalls. So that's how you do it, kiddies. Hopefully there's no kids watching. That would suck. I just taught fucking children how to roll their own cigarettes. Yeah, moderator, you be safe, brother. Robbie Salisbury? Ooh, Robbie. How dare you, sir? You're right. Hey, I got 15 minutes, pal. I know who you are. Why? You gotta think of you gotta have your gamer tag up here, dude. I know who you are. Thanks for chiming in, though, Rob. It's good to hear from you, buddy. How you been? You been good? Oh, shit. Good. You know what I'm having? This is a Yingling. Looks pretty good, doesn't it, for a domestic? You having a beer tonight, Robbie? Did you just get off? I mean, did you just get off of work? Oh, you guys are still at work. How's Nate and Kyle doing? How you guys getting along, buddy? Rudy's showing us a Yingling. Yeah. Well, you could come over and drink all my beer, but I got to go to bed soon, you know, because you're a friend, you know, because we're pals. Robbie, you didn't watch the game with us, brother. You didn't watch my. I know it was a hard game to watch, but you got to chime in, man. Let me know how stupid I am. You know, we tried the. Remember, I told you we tried the mastheads. Thanks, Scottzilla. Oh, that 8. That is brilliant right there. I don't know if that really happened, but that is hilarious. What a great movie, too, man. What a great movie. Poor JP. Mandela effect. Oh, Apollo was fucking. You know, Carl Weathers, man. He was fucking brilliant in those movies, man. He really was. You know, I know in 4 it's kind of started teetering a little bit there, but his performance in the first Rocky was like fucking brilliant. He was like the perfect guy for that fucking part, man. Oh, God, poor JP. Poor J. Does that do that every time I do it? I have never tried. Okay. I've never been to a Starbucks before. I have never been to a Starbucks before. James. And it's not, I don't have anything necessarily against Starbucks or anything, but, you know, McDonald's has pretty good fucking coffee, man. You know, there's like 50 McDonald's too on my way to work, on my way home, on my way anywhere. There's a McDonald's, and I think their coffee is pretty good, man. So I never went to Starbucks to try and one up McDonald's, you know. Yeah, and Q, you know, you're right. Every fucking gas station, every get go, every get and go, any gulp and blow has uh, relatively decent milkshakes and drinks and all that kind of shit you can get. So why, you know, I'd want to pay $8 for a regular coffee or whatever the hell it is. I don't even really know. I just Rob, I'm telling you though, I'm not a hipster. I'm not. I don't do it because I'm not a hipster. I'm not a hipster. I'm an asshole. Or is it hand in hand? I don't know. Maybe it's hand in hand. Actually, I think that's from The Simpsons. It was a gulp and blow. It was the one where Marge got pregnant with the kids. It was like a retro, a look back. And I think the place was called Gulp and Blow, you know. So it was a Starbucks mocha. See, that actually, oh, in the bottle. Oh, that shit's. I've actually had that before, Pam. I think I get them at fucking Home Depot or something. I think I was at a Home Depot and I'm standing in a line. And everybody's fucking taking real long. There's like a little fridge there, and there was these bottles of Starbucks shit, and I was like, well, that sounds pretty good. And I tried them. I don't even remember how much it fucking was, but it was more expensive than I want to pay for what fucking 8 ounces or what the hell was it, you know? It was really expensive, but it like looked delicious, you know. So I tried one. I was like, well, this is kind of like fucking average. I'm glad I never went to that, you know. No, I said I never went to Starbucks. I've never been to a Starbucks before. Yeah, it was kind of like I said, McDonald's. I like McDonald's fucking caramel iced coffee, I think is what it is. And it's got salt in it. You know, I love the fucking caramel salt combo. Is really delicious to me, especially when I'm jamming a couple of fucking triple cheeseburgers or like I like to do. I always get 3 double cheeseburgers, okay? And as soon as I'm done pulling off of that second window, I grab one of those double cheeseburgers that had just been grilled for me, and I jam it down my fucking head, and then I take the other 2, and I take the buns off the other 2, and I make a fucking quad with the other 2, and I do that almost every time I go to fucking McDonald's, and it's fucking delicious. But you gotta eat it right after you get it. You can't bring the shit home. It's nothing against the family because that's what I do. I go to McDonald's, I get shit for the family, and I'm just like kind of heat it up a little bit, and because there's like 15-second window there, you can heat stuff up for about 15 seconds, and that's it. You're done. It's gone. It's gone. You can no longer eat it. You know. But what I do personally, I like to go to McDonald's by myself, unless I'm with other people. Don't get me wrong. And I jam both windows, and as soon as I'm fucking done with that second window, I pull the fuck over and I grab my shit real quick and I try to eat it real quick before it turns into like fucking Stonehenge or something, you know? And that is true about McDonald's, man. Their fries are fucking awesome. But there's a certain amount of time you gotta fucking eat those when they're all soggy and they're all laying together like some kind of coven, you know? You got to go grab them and eat them and grab them all together like some kind of, you know, shadow of Colossus. You know, you go in there and you just grab them and you know, fuck your face with fries, you know. Well, I saw that. Scottzilla. No fucking way. Although sausage and coffee, I can see where somebody would actually might consider doing that, James. I could see where somebody would consider. If I were frying sausage in a pan and then I was brewing coffee, I mean, what other smells do you fucking need in the morning? I think I'm empty. Think about this. You come home from fucking work. Yeah, you're right, Abe. Better add fucking gravy. If you came home from work and your wife was cooking steak and eggs or something and brewing your fucking coffee for you, that's marriage, right? Or wait a minute, you're already married. Let's do our 25th. Let's do our 30. What can I do to keep you here to make me eggs and sausage and brew some fucking coffee for me when I get fucking home from work? That is heaven in a certain sense. Heaven's exists. It does for a lot of us. If you really think about it, man, it really does. And that is, if I fucking come home from work and I smelled that and I saw the old lady fucking frying up links, you know, flipping sausage patties, cooking fucking eggs, and had my fucking coffee brewing, god damn. Oh, I hate. Heaven can wait. Yeah, you're right, Scott. You're right. Well, hey, we're having a good time tonight. How far is it really from heaven? I mean, it's pretty far, but we had a good time tonight. I don't know. You guys making me laugh is pretty funny, and it's pretty cool. How close to heaven, though? That's I don't know what is heaven. You like exhaust yourself and you just lay there, and every possible feeling just comes to you all at the same time forever. What I mean, what does that mean? You know, isn't it little chirps and little before long, right? It's not going to be heaven anymore. Is that true? That's got to be true, right? Heaven beside you. Wait a minute. Those are lyrics, Scottsdale. God damn it. Tom to Tom. Hell within. Fucking Alice in Chains, man. Shame on me. Thanks, 8. You helped me there, brother. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Toe free zone. I don't know. Did we learn something tonight? Is that Did I learn something tonight? No, I didn't learn nothing tonight. I'm just flatting my big ass lips. I ain't learned nothing. I didn't learn nothing. I don't know. You guys think there's a heaven? 8 camel toes. Do you think there's a heaven? I know you're not religious. I know you're anti-religion. Do you think there's a heaven? Oh, 8, that goes way back. I know, buddy. Uh, God damn it, Q. I should go smoke right now. Yeah, I should ask 8 a fucking question and go smoke, so I can't see his comments. It's my little hiding spot. That is hilarious. I would have to agree with that, 8. I would have to. I mean, I know we talk about miracles, but a lot of stuff goes with coincidence and stuff like that. How do you really? There's no proof of anything, right? Carry a bag of flour in the trunk for fat chicks. Wow, that is high school stuff right there, Scott, and I love it. I love it. Ooh. Hmm. It's vague, but that certainly piques my interest. That piques my interest. Where are you going, James? Uh, but you know what piques my interest more? Grabbing another beer, grabbing another wiener, and grabbing another smoke. That's what piques my interest right now. And I was kind of joking about the smoke break thing, but I think it has to happen soon. I'm having a little trouble breathing, so I need to have a smoke every once in a while. Party wall. I'm gonna drop the glass. I'm gonna be efficient. Drop the glass off. I'm gonna go piss. Grab a beer. Pour it. Pour this. One more beer. Hey, I gotta tell you, hey, I love the piss on electric fence reference. Because that was exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't articulate it quite as well as you did. Oh, gosh. That's awesome. I do have to smoke, and it's not, I'm being selfish. I'm not being, like I told you guys, I'm selfish. I do this for me, not for you guys, and I mean that. And you know I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You do make this channel. But I always do it for selfish reasons. And that is true. I have a good time. I drink a beer. I smoke cigarettes. I think I just heard Bigfoot. Somebody set a trap for him. You guys hear that? He's trying to get out of the trap. Sounds just like Bigfoot. Somebody's bashing something against their trash or something. I don't know if you guys heard that in the distance, but hopefully they don't hear me because I don't want to have to like fucking shoot somebody because I talk bad about their trash. They stop bashing their trash. I can't help but reiterate that something about the night just comforts me in a certain sense. And it's not safety. I think it might be the exact opposite. I could be wrong. I don't know if I totally know myself. Because I understand 180 degrees of not liking the dark, you know? I don't know. Okay. Let's get back. Where are we? Where are you guys? Okay. Adulteries. Balmy tuna. That's a good one. Balmy tuna. Ooh. Scottzilla, you're chiming in on one of my fucking favorites, dude. Last Man on Earth. If you guys haven't seen that movie, Oh, Rudy. Winning like Charlie fucking Sheen. You're right. You know what I think? Let me digress a little bit here. And I mean that because only smart people say that. Let me digress. I think power is the problem, not religion. Allow me to elaborate on that a little bit. Let me let that fester a little bit. You know, I think power is a problem. And I think I know a lot of great people. I really do. Power, though, becomes a problem like very quickly with a lot of people. And if I was to experience anything, I think power was always the struggle, and it wasn't necessarily religion. It wasn't politics, lawfulness, lawyers. You know what are all the hates? You know, let's go down the list. Power. Or, I'm sorry, politics, politics, lawyers. You know, you name it. We got our what are the three hates, right? Politics, lawyers, and washing dishes. You know, those are the three hates. I've come to the conclusion as of right now, and if I keep talking and shaking this video, you'll all understand what I say means absolutely nothing. I'm just kidding. Power over somebody else, I think, is the biggest problem, not religion, not not belief in God. Control. I think that's another problem. You name it. Everything from fucking slavery to just being Rudy. She's got some big fucking cans on her. She has got some big fucking cans on her. And she always has. And I always appreciated that about Nancy Pelosi. And I mean that. You know, even though she looks like she just got shot or something, you know. But anyway, I always thought, and if you look at history, I don't see how you denounce what I'm saying not to be true. Power was always, she's a fruitcake. Your message got retracted. Did you do that yourself, Rudy? Or did I just call you Rudy's ponytail? Rudy's ponytail. I have to articulate the whole thing, you know? Sure, she's a fruitcake. Sure, she's a fucking fruitcake, man. There's no doubt that she's a fruitcake. You're right. She is a fucking fruitcake. She's got problems, man. She's got fucking problems. It's not just because she's a Democrat. It's because she's who she is, man. There's something wrong with Nancy Pelosi, despite being the lesser of the left party, you know. But I don't want to get into that. I want to talk about power. I think power, and the less we have, it is a fucking problem, you know. And I don't want to go full-fledged libertarian on you guys. I'm just saying because the Catholics are problematic too, man. I mean, if you really look at all facets of a lot of stuff that's gone wrong in fucking history, power was always behind everything. And as generalized as it seems, there was always a tipping point, a pendulum. You fucking name it. What do what do you do though? Dashy. Right, obviously, I'm not saying anything wrong about Catholics. I mean, or am I? I mean, if you're a Catholic and you're offended by what I just said, I mean, the Catholics had their time where what are the fucking 10 commandments? And can anybody list all 10 commandments for me? Any of you? We got 9 guys or girls on. Can any of you list the 10 commandments for me right now? Any of you? And it's not a test. I just want to see one of them that bothers me. Anybody? 8 camel toes, can you list them right now? Eight. I believe you to be a very educated fellow. I would love to see those right now. I know it's hard to text. I know you're texting and stuff like that. But if somebody could give the texter space to do this right now, I would really appreciate that. If eight's going to come out and do that right now. Eight. You know what I'm talking about. You know the 10 that I'm talking about. And I'll stop you if I see the one that bothers me. And this is not a George Carlin skit or anything like that. And you might know a little bit about me after I stop you, or not stop you, like thwart you, and I'm not unleashing my power upon you. Thou shalt not kill. Okay. Very good, Rudy's ponytail. Good one, Scottzilla. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to do it before you guys do. Don't be afraid, Mark. That's the one I was looking for right there. And I kind of think you guys might understand what I'm talking about right there, but let me articulate that. Adultery is terrible. Stealing is terrible. Killing is terrible. Yeah. I guess you. I guess you did. That's the one that bothers me. Why is that? Why would that bother me? You know, I mean, besides me being an idiot, why would that one particularly bother me? You know, if you read the Bible, you read all 10 commandments, they all sound great, blah, 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 blah. You know, those are things you're not allowed to do, but you're not allowed to talk, you know, bad about your elders, your whatever. Something tells me if there's a God, he doesn't really give a shit whether you really fucking talk bad about him or not. You know, am I wrong? That's the one that really bothers me and it makes me consider goodness, you know, because I think if you place God with good, I think we all fucking comprehend that. And even 8, you know, if you take God, the word God, out of our conversation and you put good in, I totally think that 8 Camel Toes would agree with 90 fucking 9% of all the stuff that we talk about, right? And I could be wrong. I can't totally assess everybody, you know, and I'm not Fraser Crane here. But that really bothered me when we were taught when we were kids that, okay, you're not allowed to do all this stuff, but if I verbalize any kind of criticism towards but yeah, that's funny. No shellfish. Right. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. But that was the one that just kind of it tweaked me. You know that it was less about being good and more about being aligned in some kind of fucking line that I have to follow. You know, that was the one because you know not all killing is bad. I mean, is that I got 9 guys on here. Of you 9, killing is obviously bad. Nobody wants to fucking kill anybody, but all killing isn't bad, right? Right. That's true. Also, 8. You're right. And we go back to power, don't we? With rape or slavery. Right. And no doubt, Q, I'm not bashing religion here. Like I said, if you replace the word God with good, I would like to think that every one of us know what good is. You know, I don't go around fucking killing people. I don't go around raping people. I don't steal from people. I don't cheat on my fucking wife. But every once in a while, I have a beer and I damn my God, you know, you know, because it just doesn't seem like that big of a deal, more than a marketing scheme, you know. That was the one that just kind of, you know, obviously I don't come out here and bash God, you know. I'm not, and it's not, you know, as a just in case or, you know, it's just that was the one where it seemed like it was written by man to me, you know. Oh, and by the way, you're not allowed to talk bad about anything that we do here, you know, which is totally non-freedom-ish, isn't it? I don't know. I could be wrong, and I don't claim to know anything, but I'm talking about me personally. When somebody says you can't say something, or this is the way you got to do it. Aren't you like totally critical right off the bat when somebody tells you you have to do it this way? I don't know. I could be wrong, and I probably am. I don't know. But I got beer, and I got friends, that are religious, and I got friends that are non-religious, and that's just my little articulation of power, which eventually becomes control. Discipline is good, and I don't want you guys to not think that discipline isn't a good thing. So, in their defense, there's like 2 or 3% of priests that are molesting little boys. So as that comes out of my mouth, I'm guessing it's probably higher than the regular populace, but it's not good, obviously. And that's where I needed T-Luck, because I totally wanted to have a fucking what do you call it? Epstein. I totally wanted to have an Epstein. I've been wanting to have an Epstein conversation, an Epstein night where we go all in and we bring all the facts to the video, to the stream. That, in my opinion, is the news of the year, man. And I don't give a fuck about, whether Joe Biden's kid is stupid and he got a fucking expensive job, or whether they're going to impeach fucking Trump. In my opinion, the Epstein thing is fucking huge. And it's a lot bigger than we think, because that fucking thing got shut down quick. And that's big, man. In my opinion, I don't know. What else is there? What else has been that big? Now, you want to quantify it? Well, this year. No, this is like a fucking story of the fucking century, in my opinion. This whole trafficking thing. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. I know there's a lot going on in the world, and there always is, but that's bad, evil fucking stuff going on there, man. Yeah, that's where I kind of get pulled into, evil and good with that kind of shit that's fucking going on. You pay money to fucking sleep with some fucking teenager on some fucking island. What the fuck's the matter with you? Yeah, but that's big though. This is big. There's so many different keys to this, in my opinion. And I don't know how much you guys can do it, man. I don't. I don't want to force this upon you. And it's I guess I kind of am, because this is my channel, and we got an open forum here. And I know you guys are just texting, and that's different than when you're articulating a live stream like it is. But there's something really wrong with that is okay, that there's nothing being reported, that the FBI is fucking obviously fucking hiding stuff, and they have everything. I mean, there's big totalitarian stuff going on with that, and a lot of fucking people protected, man. There are a lot of fucking people protected for this, man. And that just fucking burns my ass. And it's not necessarily an elitist thing. I don't give a fuck if you got more money than I do. I just don't, man. It's okay. There's something wrong with her eyes. I got a fucking nap. That's from Evil Dead. Right? Is that Evil Dead? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, 8. I didn't put the two together. Something wrong with the world today. I don't know what it is. Something wrong with her eye. Okay, I got it. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Evil Dead, the first one, and when the first chick gets possessed and stabs the fucking one chick in the fucking ankle with that pencil, and she said there's something wrong with her eyes. My apologies. And it was only a little step, but I should have known because I used to listen to that fucking song every morning. I would see it on, and I got a fucking gnat in here, and I just killed him. I'm sorry, Mr. Gnat, with a capital K. You're dead, as in kill. Told you guys. You heard what I said, right? Did everybody disappear? With the capital K? Ah, there we go. That's my Goombas. Thanks, 8. Oh, that's a different gnat. I killed that one. This is 2 gnats. Oh, man, he sees me coming too. He wants my beer. But anyway, I don't want to do it tonight. It's deep into the night, and I don't want to do that tonight. Not that I necessarily have a load of information to give you guys. One of the references that I've been giving you has been taken down from YouTube, and that was Blackstone News Network and all of his stuff, his whole series about the devil worshiping thing and who's involved with that is gone. And that's not evidence that everything I'm saying is true. And I know for one thing, when you hear devil worshiping, what do? What are you, a devil worshiper? It flies off into, it's been so marketed that nobody fucking believes a word you're going to say as soon as you say that. If I said there's a devil worshiper, they're going to go, yeah, right. You know? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's those out darn devil worshippers over in my goddamn cornfield. You know, yeah, they was over there burning the fire. I walked up upon them. They were sacrificing a young girl. I mean, that's marketing. That's sales right there. And I mean, think about that. You 9, when I say devil worshiping, what the fuck do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. You got some crack? Oh, no, I don't have any crack. Crack Kelly? All right, I know. I knew I would get this, and that's okay. Yeah. Thank you, 8. Thank you, 8. For we're going to have this conversation tonight, 8. Because remember the Candyman? What did the Candyman do? The Candyman fucking destroyed fucking Halloween for like 30 years, man. You know, because he fucking poisoned his own kids and claimed that he got them from another house and they were pixie sticks. You remember the Candyman, right? Yeah. The Candyman can. He can ruin your fucking Halloween for like fucking 30 years, evidently. And we still to this day check our fucking candy and all that shit, right? We don't take it to the police station like we used to. But, you know, mom and dad get it home and they check it out and they go, yeah, that's pretty good. You can have, oh, I'm sorry, I just ate it. You know, that's what we do now. But, or that's what I do now, you know. Because I trust the Candyman. He's not going to poison me, you know. That is correct, Scottzilla. That is correct. That's all it takes. all it takes is a good marketing scheme, and you can shoot that fucking shit down. What does the actual Bible say? You have to make the people believe right in front of their face that how ridiculous the devil sounds. You know, I believe it was in the Bible. I can't remember the exact quote because I'm not Catholic. I am a God-fearing person, though, in a certain sense, because I just really don't know. It's more of a knowledge thing, not a. I'm just trying to be a dick. I mean, but I know what good is, man. And you deal with other people, you know what's good, what's not. I mean, it's more of an experience type thing, a karma thing for myself, and I think I've talked about this many a time. On my streams is that you do bad shit, man. Fucking bad shit's fucking coming your way. And that if there was a God that I believe in, it is karma. The devil did go down to Georgia, and he fucking almost kicked ass, but he lost because Johnny's just. No shit. They don't seem like devil worshippers to me, though. Crab in a bucket. Hey, wasn't that the first legislation that Hitler got passed? Was that I don't know if they couldn't boil crab or had to boil. I can't remember what it was, but it was sympathetic to crabs, and that was one of Hitler's first legislations that were passed. Did you guys ever hear that? Oh, okay, yeah, right, Abe. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes text. I'm not because I can't see you guys when you guys say the things that you say. I can't necessarily totally articulate exactly what you guys are saying, but yeah, I didn't think ACDC is a satanic, or Ozzy. I think Ozzy's just a well marketed fella. They water got cut off. I think that's true, though. If you Google that, one of his first pieces of legislation was to save the crabs from being hurt before they were killed, before they ate them, or something like that. It was a real, kind of lefty type legislation. If I'm not mistaken, Germany. Yeah. Yeah, he was a pretty fucking weird dude. Are we going to talk about power again? He snuck what? Drinking or eating crab or boiling them? Or that's good, James. That's good stuff. Black guys never made the train. What's say 10? Is that something biblical, Q? Or do you want me to say 10? Because it's 1:35. The long black train. Rudy, are you talking about black wieners? Elvis is a fake black wiener, right? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. Then I gotta piss and smoke. Pardon wall. Oh, I gotta smoke first. Oh. I'll smoke first. Excuse me, fellas. I can get used to that though, I think I can get used to the crickets. Always kind of sleep with a fan. I was always a fan dude since I was little. I had the fan on, the dryer running or something, some kind of noise. I think I can dig sleeping with the crickets, man. Or with their wives, I don't know. I don't mean to get all prone on you or anything. What the hell is that? God sakes. Goddamn near 1 in the morning. Goddamn host. Pardon my piss. It's a move. It's a move. All right, I'm back. God damn it, I'm back. Reached. Oh shit. Scott, I love them fucking raspberries, man. I get those when I see them. We don't get them, like all over town or anything like that. But when I see some fucking raspberries, man, I fucking grab them. Blackberries, they're not as good in my opinion as raspberries. I think raspberries got a little bit more flavor, but awesome. And I'm glad you finished up your comment with that, dude. Peaches are fucking awesome. Peach, whatever. peach this, peach that, peach cobbler, peach pie, peach ice cream, peach fucking coffee, peach beer, peach non-beer, peach whatever. I fucking love it, man. It's making me squirt like a goose. Wait a minute, I gotta shut this door. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, damn chaos. Damn shenanigans. Should damn it. Again, should Kardashians. Shit, they're See, I was never a gummy dude, man. I never liked the gummy experience. And I know that sounds weird because I think we grew up with, remember those, they were like orange peel. It was like if you took an orange peel and hydrated it and covered it with sugar, for some reason I would eat those. But the gummy experience, man, I never dug it, man. I never really dug it. I don't know why. And I know you had quite a run with those gummies, man. Wasn't there? How long did that take you to eat that bag 8? I remember that. Rudy was there for that a little bit. Poor JP. Oh, any chance anybody gets to fucking roll JP in some mud, you know? The Peachos. Medicated. See, now, Jello I always liked. I always loved fucking peach Jello. It was always my favorite. And I never knew why, you know, because there was always cherry. There's always these wonderful colors and blah, blah, blah. But it was always the peach yogurt, or peach yogurt too. But peach Jello is fucking awesome too, man. Colorado gummy bears. I don't know, man. I don't know about guys, man. You fucked peach Jello. That would be counterproductive, wouldn't it? Because it's cold. Although I guess it would be smooth. I see where, but there'd have to be like a predicament where that would be environmentally sound. I don't know. I could be wrong. Sour, I dig the sour shit, man. Yeah, I dig the sour shit, man. And I just talked about that. The fucking sweeties, all this shit that's sour. Sweeties. Ooh, sweet tarts. What's the other shit? I can't remember. I have fucking shit. Ooh. No, I never did that. I never did that. Or a chicken. I never, like a dead chicken. No. No bestiality. No, never did none of that. Sorry. Never did none of that. Watermelon is a grapefruit. And I'm not a grapefruit. It's a grapefruit. And it's very refreshing. And I always loved eating watermelon. You burp it for like fucking 2 days straight. And it's fucking awesome. Bologna. Oh, good old bologna. It's a very practical meat, right? Now we're talking about butt lips and what the fuck was other shit. That's racist. What about, did you smoke it first or yeah, with some coleslaw? Oh, love that fried bologna. Am I hungry? Ponytail honestly will set you free. Oh, that's brilliant. All right, guys. Well, hey, um, I hate cut everybody off here, because I know you guys are having a good time. I got to get to bed. I do have to work tomorrow. Robbie and Nate were right. I got to get there, and I got to be safe, and I got to provide for my family, man. So I'm gonna have to get going. And I love you guys, and when I mean it when I say it. You guys make this fucking channel great. Uh, yeah, but I'm gonna get out of here. Finish the rest of this beer. You guys be safe, man, and I mean that. Till next time, probably Sunday. I won't do another one till Sunday, so we'll do the Brown stream, and you guys are all welcome. And you guys be careful, be safe, and I can't wait to see you guys on Sunday. Rudy takes me down. I don't. I sleep with the ponytail. And I love you guys too, man. You guys be safe, man. And I mean that. Work hard, be productive members of society. And oh, Eduardo just shows up. I'm sorry, Eduardo. We love you, brother. It's good to see you around. Thanks for chiming in. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're kind of petering out here. No pun intended. And we're not going to shave our balls. We're not going to say God's name in vain. What else did we learn tonight? Browns suck. Is that what we learned tonight? That's another great one of my favorites. Love to hear all the time. But yeah, it was good to see you guys. Really had a good time tonight. And we'll do it again soon. So you guys, God bless you. Peace out, man. Love you guys. I can't even end the goddamn stream. I'm a stupid son of a bitch.